My name is Ellie Williams, and I have chosen to talk about the book The Day the Crayons Came Home, written by Drew Daywalt and illustrated by Oliver Jeffers. In this book, Duncan has all of these crayons that he uses to color with. And one day he was coloring with all of his crayons, and he received a stack of postcards written to him by all of the past crayons that he has used to color with. He has hurt these crayons and broken these crayons and pushed them to their limits, and they have decided that they would write to Duncan and explain to them how they feel. They then want to come back home, so they are letting Duncan know that they are on their way back. And then Duncan has to come up with this big grand idea about what he's going to do to help these crayons get back. Duncan then sees how he's destroyed these crayons and hurt these crayons, and it really upsets him, so he decides that he's going to put all of them back in this special home, the crayon box. Well, he sees that the crayons don't all fit in the crayon box because of what he has done to them and how he has hurt them and broken them. Duncan then has this grand idea, but to find out what Duncan's idea is, you'll have to pick up the book and read it. The illustrations in this book are awesome. Each page is connected to each letter that is written by the crayons. So like right here, you can see that this one is written by the maroon crayon, and it's written in maroon letters. And then it shows right here the maroon crayon and what has happened in the letter. So that happens on every single page, and I just love that about the illustrations. Like each illustration is just like this. You can see that right here with the pea green one. He talks about how he does not like the name Pea Green, so he changes his name to Esteban. So here you can see him right here feeling all happy and famous about being Esteban and renaming himself. And I just think that that's really cool how the illustrator goes along and does this with each of the postcards that are written. He does this with each illustration that he's drawn. And I think that that's really special, and you can see that the illustrations are written in crayon, which is what the book is all about, is crayons. So I just love that about the book. The content area I've chosen for this book would be English Language Arts, and the grade level I would choose would be first grade. I would have my first graders pick a color crayon that they would like to use and describe why they've chosen that crayon and what makes this crayon like special to them, and they would choose something that crayon resembled, such as like red being an apple, or drawing a fire hydrant or a fire truck or something of that matter. And I have an example right here of what this looks like. You can see the crayons at the top, and this just shows an example of what I was talking about. And I just think this is a good way to develop into the book and connect it back to the book, and not just let them sit there and struggle with understanding what the book is about, and that gives them an opportunity to relate back to the book and understand it in a better way. This book is such a good book, and if I had a student in my class that had special needs and had a hard time reading and understanding a book, I would get this book on an audio tape and let them listen to the book while we read along in the class. I just think that's such an awesome way for the students to be able to be included in the class and just be on the same page as the class, although they don't really have the ability to actually read the book, that they can still understand the book and comprehend exactly what everyone else is comprehending. And then if they needed help with an activity, we could go into just maybe coloring their favorite color and then telling me why they chose this, and maybe what their favorite thing was, maybe like purple for grapes, or purple for a dinosaur, or just something like that. I just feel like this is a really good way to help include someone that had special needs. That's all I really got for y'all today, and I hope y'all decide to pick up this book and enjoy the read as much as I did, and I hope y'all have a great day.